Greetings, family. This is Bomani Tamba, and welcome to our Africa for the Africans conference call for April 20th, 2025, which will talk about all of our upcoming schedules to Africa, Ghana, Tanzania for this year, and then a list of countries for 2026. Right. So hopefully everyone is having a wonderful Sunday, and thank you for joining us. And I'm going to be specific as we talk about the things that's listed on our website. So usually that's the biggest reference. And then for videos, we use YouTube. And then the newsletter is this a general list of information to talk about the different countries that we're traveling to and the different schedules, and just to send out a email with the conference call, and then a general list of conference call topics, which we'll go to as best as possible. So what I like to do when I just have our Africa Tour conference call is start with screen sharing from the website. That way you have a specific location of the reference of all the things that we're talking about. All right. And once you get to our website, africafortheafricans.org, the mobile version is different. The mobile version does not have the MP3 player or the slideshow. And the slideshow just represent a list of just various pictures over the last 19 years, some newer than some and some older than some. And then as time go along, my goal is to put up a lot of the group photos that we took between this year and last year. So as time go along, just update it and remove some of the old pictures, but it's just a gallery of photos that randomly just keep on going by. And it shows us out there this enduring roots culture, paradise, adventure, uh, and out in different elements and different background as we journey throughout different parts of the African continent. So below is a list of our schedule and the different countries that we're traveling to. And I've just been making my way around the continent, not in any specific order, but just covering just north, east, south, and west of the African continent to give you a nice introduction. And from there, there's other countries, there's other journeys, but these are some of my best experience over the last 21 years of traveling to Africa, 19 years doing our Africa for Africans tours. So I visited some countries more than others, and let's start with the journey that I just got back from Kenya. This was our first journey of a lifetime, and that it was April 4th to the 14th, 2025. And before that, I was in Kenya last July as we made a transition from Accra to Nairobi, and just end up having to overnight. But the only other real time I've been there was 2005 in November. So it's one of the last countries based on my initial experience for us to add to the program, and kind of been put off for a while because of so much success on the Tanzania journey. But it's two unique countries, a lot of similarities, but lots of differences. So those are my next two wonderful experiences that we offer outside of Ghana, Kenya, Tanzania, then South Africa, Egypt, and then we have Liberia, our revamped, reloaded Liberia itinerary as the wild card. But let me go in order of the list of journeys that we have on our schedule. Uh, so the next journey is Ghana Roots and Culture tour, May 24th to June 5th. So we have a full group ready to go, and right now just looking to work on a private conference call so we can do introductions and just go over everything in full details for that tour specifically. So over the period of time, what we do is just go through different segments of all of the tours and cover this whole lot of information. So we don't all get it on one call, but for those who are traveling with us, and I'll go over some of this information once I get back going through the full schedule. I'll go over both the Ghana and Tanzania itinerary in full uh, as the main things that we talk about today. And the next journey after our Ghana journey, we'll just have the summer open and then get ready for our final journey for the year, which is Tanzania, November 20th to December 1st. and that would be the fifth journey to Tanzania. And then as far as the Ghana journey, that would be the 25th journey. That's literally 25 times. I've taken groups to Ghana from 2006 to now. Uh, and so that means at one point, all we did was just Ghana, Ghana. Up until like 2016, it was mainly nonstop Ghana. And in between that was one Togo and Benin. That's how much Ghana tours that we did consecutively. So once you build this experience, then it make it a little simpler to write additional programs. So that's where you see the rest of the programs that we have, which are some of them are newer than others. Tanzania is the one that we started kicking off doing to 2020, and that was during the birth of the COVID-19 era. So nothing stops us. So that's when we did more tours than anything else between that time frame of 2020 to 2025. So half of the journeys we have done is in the last 5 years, which is amazing, and it's been to many different countries. So as far as next year, 2026, we'll be celebrating 20 years, and I have five unique and incredible countries that we have full itinerary. So we have a full schedule, full or unique schedule throughout the entire year uh, to represent 20 at year doing Africa tours, which is more than a passion, but it's a foundation for us to make other moves in Africa, build connection, network, and also ultimately just connect more people together. So it's more than just a business; it's a unique mission, and it's divine connection because we're always thinking about the future and future moves and connections. So that's Africa for the Africans brand. So as far as 2026, we are going to set it off with our second Liberia Journey of a Lifetime for February 12th to the 23rd, 2026. And that itinerary is spread out amongst 10 days in the country. And we're moving along four different parts of the country. So we're in each hotel anywhere from 2 to 3 days. So you get a nice experience along the entire coast of Liberia. So three of the hotels are on the coast, and then one is inland. And we've used the foundation of the last journey that we did, which was April 2024 last year when we did Liberia in Morocco, which was also the first time going to Morocco. But it's changed around to where we don't have to use Royal Air Morocco, and we can just use Ethiopian Airlines and fly out of Dulles. And if I find a better schedule, I'll update it. But for now, I want to keep away from having to go to Royal Air Morocco and having to stay over in Casablanca. I want to make sure we just get to Liberia as soon as possible and without any other distractions and focus on the country and build a program. And this is the only other country we also have a business and investment conference. And other country we have business and investment conferences in is Ghana. And I'll talk about those things as I talk about the itinerary. The second journey we have for next year is our second Egypt Roots and Culture journey. That's April 1st to the 13th, 2026. Now, this will be my third time to Egypt. And the first time to Egypt, the first time to Egypt was in April 2004. So this will be literally 22 years later. And then November of 2024, we did our initial Egypt journey. So that was a great experience to build the foundation. And with many first journeys, I usually just do the most changes. So I completely change everything on the itinerary. The flow of the tourism is the same, but as far as hotels and certain movements, I just give it my best logistic touch up. Because while I'm on these journeys, especially for the first time, I'm in analyzing mode. And you may see me with my notepad, and I'm more so just taking a lot of mental notes and asking certain questions, and that's to perfect what we love to do, which is to write incredible itineraries to give you the best experience in a country. And I'll put any of these itineraries together against anything else that the greatest minds have in the world to give an experience with someone. And ultimately, the other thing that we do is give you more bang for your bucks, give you more for your, give, you know, give you, give you your money's worth, give you, or look at it as an investment. I want to give you as much as we can. So I'll make myself available throughout the year and try to make as many connections as possible in conference calls or just any kind of just communications throughout the year and just get everybody prepared. And while we're working on these things, we're consistently just trying to make things smoother and more organized. And that always work out in time, that experience take time to build throughout the period of time, and it shows as you just keep growing. So these are basically just the best what we have ever put together as far as sharing an experience on the African continent. And as we move from Egypt, moved to Ghana for the fourth journey that year. So this will be our 26th Ghana journey, and it's still May 24th, which we get to Ghana May 25th on Africa Day. So the same exact schedule as what we have coming up. And with these journeys, not much is usually changed on the itinerary. Most of your big changes was done, is usually done during the first set of journeys and so on. Uh, then so for since I just got back from South Africa and Kenya this year, the reloaded schedule is reset for Kenya October 1st to the 12th, and then South Africa November 19th to the 30th. So that is and so that will be like the third Kenya journey, and that will also be our fourth South Africa journey. So second Kenya journey and fourth South Africa journey. So just building up the energy. So family, let me take a quick pause on the recording and give me 1 minute. Didn't work. I feel family, I'm pausing our recording. All right, greetings family. I'm back. Let me switch back to screen sharing. And so family, let me go back over 7 and 8, which is Kenya Roots and Culture Tour for October 1st to the 12th, and then South Africa journey for November 19th to the 30th. So all of next year. So that's our unique schedule that just take you around the African continent, north, east, south, west. So looking forward to expanding those journeys. So the Kenya journey will be the second journey, and then the South Africa journey will be the fourth journey. So those are just so expanding and creating additional opportunities and experience, especially for those who have been to Ghana mainly, and then haven't been to other parts of African continent. It's a big continent, and it's a lot you know, it is a lot it's a lot you can get around to. Let me get this. And so coming down, this is where I have a future Africa tour schedule that's coming soon. So the goal of that is sometimes I get these questions about what you have planned next. So it's hard to plan all of these things, and it's been a lot to this create these programs because you're not just copying something, you're putting together a unique flow of a schedule, as you know, you'll see when we talk about the Ghana and Tanzania itinerary from that goes from day one, and you just step by step throughout a 10-day flow. You have to have things aligned and organized and things that make sense and things that just work. And that's was I was able to work out there in Kenya, a schedule that we just ran for the first time. So it's something that you just get better at planning, and it's a unique flow of things that you're trying to put together to deliver what we call the journey of a lifetime. So the future tour schedule I have for proposal 2027, and all these things are subject to change. Ghana April 1st to the 13th, 2027, and Tanzania June 10th to the 21st, and then close the year out with Zambia, Botswana, and Zimbabwe November 18th to the 29th. So this gives us a different view of Southern Africa outside of what I've been only going to, which is South Africa. And that itinerary I started working on it a few days ago. Very challenging, but been able to make it work. The issue with that itinerary is trying to figure out how you get flights that go that far. So you do have options, but trying to find the right flight flow. So I was able to get a nice flight flow from JFK to Nairobi, Nairobi to Lusaka, Zambia, and then get a Zambia Air flight after we spent a few days in Lusaka from Lusaka to Livingstone, and then once we finish and go to Botswana and Zimbabwe, which is all neighboring. Uh, then we have a flight out of Livingstone to Nairobi and Kenya Airways and back to New York. So yeah, that was painful to figure out, but I figured it out and actually just put it in the flow of the itinerary. So that's one of my next itinerary. And once I finish that, I'll just put it up early just to have it out. But look into this, explore more of Southern Africa. Other than that, kind of out of countries that I actually have interest to go to. Not one of those people looking to go all across all 54 African countries. Trying to go to the countries on your list that you have done research on. That's a good connection, roots, culture, adventure, and also countries that you see yourself building a nice business and investment program or connecting people to. And then we have our Black Star Pan-African community, which is a great, incredible work in progress that was started before the COVID-19, and that slowed it down, but it didn't slow down the dreams and goals. So when we do our Ghana journey, we're going to be visiting the land, and we just usually like to just be real and show people the progress, and from there, just always looking to get ideas and ways to make moves to get things done and done. Always looking for people who want to work with us because it's a plan that expands from a community to a town, and a lot of us can get piece of the energy. Uh, Individuals can make moves to where they acquire their land and they build their factory. It's just that kind of thing. It's like you have a town that we envision that's gonna just grow, and we have to set it off and just get as much done as possible, and then more people come in. But it's a future vision I'm always telling individual look out for, and never count us out on these things. It's always rough doing any kind of group project, especially from a distance. But it's one of those things where we just mark, aka this future venture that we need to start now and work on it little by little. So we're going to be having a business conference in Ghana, and it's going to be talking about how to do business from professionals and people who we have there that we network with, and how to stick together, how to make certain moves when because once we do tourism, that's one thing, but when you're trying to make moves in the country, whether you with us or other people, we just try to share our best ideas based on experience. So those things are always just wonderful because what we're doing is for the last 21 years is just building a bridge and connecting a world that is very new to most or all of us. And as we journey, we document it, we share information, and we build and we keep building a strong network. And that's how we have made it this long, this building good relationships and sharing the best of what we know about Africa with others. And I've helped a lot of people build their Africa tour programs. Some of them are famous on YouTube, and some of them are popular. And then again, and then some of them also, uh, you know, may not admit, either they copied or we influenced them, but we have influence and energy of people to partake in the movement of repatriation and Pan-Africanism. So when you see the banner on my YouTube page, that's the world we have lived in. And this is our best tool and best way to keep it vibrant, keep it flowing, and keep people connecting and keep the energy going. So family, that's the list of what we have as far as Africa tourism investment, and all the links are there with the exception of what say future tour in red. Those things are not hyperlink, and when they do, then we turn it to green and have it as an active schedule. But this is just information that we have up that you can click on, take your time, go through, and be clear on. And as we scroll down to the rest of the website, some of the highlights on the website is the newsletter, and the newsletter is what I sent every once in a while. And also you have the tour books. The tour books, this was my last tour book, Kenya tour book. Straight masterpiece. It uh, it was very challenging, but I got it done, and then seen some adjustments I can make and a few things I can add to it to make it nice. And then the one before that, South. This is the one before. All right, so this is the first out. This is a second South Africa journey, and do have a third one. Uh, so these are nice, unique flip books, and if you click on the link, Africa Tour Book, all right, so that is that journey. So let me see. First, this makes it the second journey. Yeah, incredible memories. I'm looking at these numbers, and it's like it throws me off sometimes on my count. But yes, this was the third South African. This book represent the second one because that first journey that we took, we had these incredible group photos. So these tour books are basically just programs. I give you introduction to the country. I also give you some of the main sites that we're gonna go to and introduce some of our staff, crew, and some of the other things that we're into as far as, and then also share future schedule. And then these digital books, you can download them by PDF. You can click on it as a flip book, and this is what I share with our current and previous group. Yeah. So the new books that we work on, we'll print them out, and then we also keep digital versions, and digital versions could be downloaded from here. And then other things on the main menu is this is Africa relocation and consultation support. You know, many people can say many things, but experience is experience conquers all. So for those who are looking to make any kind of moves in Africa, people like myself and our network, we know the ins and outs, and from all the foolish games people play to certain things, because that's a part of the experience. You learn and you go through things, and you look to this help people make better plans. So it's a bigger topic today than ever before, as far as living and doing business in Africa, or people use the words relocation, repatriation, reconnection, all the same. Those of us from the African diaspora looking to live and do business in Africa. And people have to just be clear, because you have this people claiming to be experts on these things, and unless you just have experienced it, it's not the same. And our experience come from an experience of going around an entire continent, and not just one or two countries, and just building great relationships with people. So I always want to make sure we can help anyone, because the better that more of us can go to the African continent and do, the better it is for us to just keep that connection going. The worse we do, then the frustration and this discouragement to other people. But it is very interested in our journey if we want to make any kind of moves outside of tourism. So we just really just push tourism on all of these journeys that we have outside of Ghana, and then naturally anyone that wants to do anything, do your research and just open your mind to this, learn what you need to learn, especially from others that have made that journey. And that's how you build the connection. So it's good to see that there's more and more people interested in Africa. So just want to keep on expanding our programs in this. In the next several years, you never know what this whole connection to Africa may turn out to be. So just happy to see the growth and energy and the motivation that people have been getting from how things have been changing. And once you scroll down, you just see the rest of all of the schedules again, just like the front page. And you can just click and just open up the details, and then supporting details below. So let me go back to the home page. And then while you're scrolling down, I usually put a list of the dates that we're gonna have conference calls, and it's the same link. And then there's some of the links that's from the main menu that's in the middle, and then all of the YouTube and other social media to access videos and photos. So I got lots of links there in the middle and also on the left. So you're more than welcome to check it out, family. And whatever you see is me as an artist of sharing my experience and my journey to Africa. And it may be different for other people, and other people may want to share different things. And I feel like I've shared a little bit of all aspects of just what I've just been able to experience in Africa. And it's been an incredible journey. So this ended up being 38 groups from 2006 to 2025. And so some groups are large, some groups are small, but with the smaller groups, I've been able to take that challenge on because, uh, like Kenya, this is our first journey. So whoever, if, whoever was coming, I was gonna just go with anyway and just go and just get a feel of it out because I feel like it's a great country to build a great program, incredible infrastructure. If you're looking to live there and looking to do business there and looking to have a work from home project, you can get access to good internet and just access to a comfortable way of life or quality way of life based on your standards. So that's one of the things I was very impressed by. And that's why earlier I just named like, three countries that is, when anyone asks me what's the best countries in Africa, and they're asking me about certain things, which is trying to also make a move. So those would be the three that you hear about for the most part: Ghana, Kenya, and Tanzania. And Kenya and Tanzania, the internet, especially in Kenya, maybe is a lot more reliable in power and so on. So that also has to be considered when you're trying to make those moves. But happy to just been able to explore the different countries and find a few that you can say, let's make some moves in these countries and build some numbers and build some relationships and make some moves and think about import exports, think about international affairs. Basically nothing different from what everyone else in the world is doing. Yeah. And that is a South Africa journey, February 2025. So first journey Kenya, and third right here in South Africa. So looking so those are great alternate options for those, and then also Egypt right here in November 2024. Nice group of us here, and it would have honestly been a whole lot more, but I'm telling you, when you have people who, you have your expert crew that knows what's going on in the country, and people are making it seem like if they go to Egypt with us, they're going to get kidnapped or they're going to get hit by a missile, and the amount of things here. And when once people tell you these things, and you can't really say much because they already made up their mind that somebody has poisoned their mind. Because I'm telling them, I was like, we're going. It's like these are not journeys that you just like put together and send people. We have journeys like that, but these are our private, personal journeys that we're going. A lot of times, my son is there, my mother, my father, and different combination of family members and close friends that are with me. So I'm telling people that what about our lives? You think that we're suicidal, that we just go into a dangerous place and put ourselves in jeopardy? So it's unfortunate, but we went there and just shared and documented everything, and I've just been trying to get more and more videos up on YouTube for all of these journeys, and then people know, hey, regardless of whatever you thought, we're back alive, we're safe, and and I'm one of the people that takes safety and security to the highest level because so it's just one little issue that will just cause problems, and then all eyes is on us. We've been very smooth and peaceful of making our moves and making sure we organize and move accordingly, and just we're all been able to just make our way and return safe. So when we talk about following safety protocols, just please just help us out by just following what we tell you, because we're not telling you any certain things for no reason. So definitely when you get closer to or especially when we're before we travel to Ghana, when we're there in Ghana, and just every other country, I was drained by the safety brief that the hotel gave me every morning. But at the same time, too, it kept you on your toes to make sure that you keep your eyes around and you have certain movements. And some people may say some of these countries are dangerous, some are not dangerous. I believe where people are probably more dangerous than anything else. But Africa has been very safe to me, but I've also calculated where I need to be and what I need to do also, because some of the countries I mentioned are very safe. If you go a certain direction, then that safe country is not so safe. But we know the flow of how to move around Africa, so that's what we're gonna share with you. All right, as scrolling down, I'm just sharing some of these last few group photos as as basically this a flow to show you that we went around the African continent, north, east, south, and west. Uh, our Ghana group, and then Liberia. So that's us going around continent. We have all these beautiful bright color shirts. So as I mentioned, family, some group pages, some groups are bigger and some are smaller, but here on, we're just looking to build stronger groups since we have all these programs in place and down packed to where yeah, you're going to be getting the best experience. That was our last Senegal and Gambia, April 2023, and last meeting, the last time we did it. So as time go along, try to get more unique schedules. And some of these countries I would love to go back to, which is if there's interest. But right now we have a few that we haven't been going to much. So that's what the new schedule represent. And so over a period of time, what you see a lot is Ghana and Tanzania, because during 2020 to 2023, that was the two big schedule we have. And scrolling down. So this was December 2019 schedule, and then we got back to America in 2020, and then it was a different world, and it changed a lot of things over a period of time. So that was a part of uh, real big groups that we had for nonstop years, and then working on expansion. Uh, so did a South Africa journey that first time, and then we had this incredible Ghana, Togo, Benin group. November 2017 is 43 of us, and then the only time I did Brazil. And then from here, family, 2017 represent the flow of this tour expansion. Ethiopia have not been able to get another schedule there. And then from 26 October, 2016 October, just like one journey a year. So those are the earlier years. And I can just go through it real quick. And so over the period of time, just build up the experience, and now we can do more effective journeys. And so here it is right there, our feature journey. This is our feature journey, yeah, my wild card journey, especially for those who have been to many other parts of West Africa. Liberia is unique. All right, so family, if anyone have any questions, let me know. Right now, I'm just going to do just going to go through the itinerary for the Ghana journey for this year, and then also the Tanzania journey. So once you click on the Ghana tour link, you have the overview, which gives you a list of all the things that's included and not included, and also give you a flow of the different parts of Ghana that we're going to be traveling to and the different highlights, which is laid out on a day-to-day on the tour itinerary. All right, so our Ghana, May 24th to June 5th, 2025 journey itinerary. Right. So by this time, we'd have just gone over all the preparation, which is also on the same list of the things that you need to pack, bring, need to be clear on. That way you're fully prepared and you don't have to be worrying about going to the malls or anything to just get anything additional. So the goal is for you to pack all the things that you need and be prepared and ready, because this is the busiest schedule that we ever, we have. It's just a lot to do in Ghana, and we used to actually this schedule used to be a little bit longer, but as time go along, you just adjust that way. You just don't make these journeys over expensive. All right, so all of us are set. All of us have flights on Delta Airlines that either takes you from JFK to Ghana or take you from where you are to connect to JFK in New York. So by now, I'm hoping that everyone is clear on their tickets. Everyone has checked their tickets and done everything that they need to do to their tickets and have no questions, because that's one of the things is once we get you a ticket and you confirm everything is good, we want to get that out the way, because that's something that individuals need to focus on. And I usually don't want to be a part of anything dealing with tickets. So I'm always letting everyone know, let's make sure everything is clear, because on the day of you traveling and moving around, you don't want no issues with the ticket. So uh, everyone, if you haven't logged into Delta and put your confirmation number in, and just take ownership of your ticket by making sure everything is clear. And anything that you need to change, your ticket is a changeable ticket, non-refundable, but changeable. So if you need to stay longer, if you need to catch an earlier flight, if you see a better flight that you like, if you like, if you want to upgrade your ticket, you have access to do all of those things. The ticket is in your name and your date of birth, and it doesn't matter who purchased the ticket for you. Once you have it, that is yours, and you're the only person that can basically cancel, change, or do anything. And you're open if you need to ever call Delta reservations, you can call them, and once you give them your information, you're in the system. So that's one thing I just want to make sure that we're good on, and from there on, we'll all do our meet and greet. Right, I was up to this look at this schedule. All right, so I have two meet and greet. So Atlanta, which is no big deal, we can meet, but for the most part, everyone just get to your flight. Some of us may have the same flights leaving from Atlanta, but the main flight in common is the flight from JFK direct to Ghana, and that is 10 hours. So family, that is nice, cause just got off a flight that was 14 hours, JFK to Nairobi. So from East West Africa, that's the 4 hour difference if you travel directly from New York. Amazing. Right. All right, so our meet and greet is at 2:45 and we are departing at 4:15. So when I do the private group call, we may adjust some of these meetup times, but the goal is to meet up at least 2 hours before the flight and just introduce everyone. As far as the tour book and the t-shirts, it's a big group of us, so it's something that I would have to just put in my check bags, and then once we get to Ghana, I'll give you the package that we have, which is this preparation package for you, which is a tour book, a tour t-shirt that we wear during a city tour, a tour bag, pens, and a few things, items, and our contact flyers that you can share with friends or family or just anyone that come upon you. And then since we're getting there early, we'll have a nice orientation. I'll have a room ready for us to just do a proper orientation and get everybody ready, and then everyone can make plans. It's not much that we're gonna do once we get there, other than have a nice welcome dinner, which is just gonna be a nice also welcome dinner and nice party celebration. It's Africa Day, which is formerly Africa Liberation Day, which is a stronger movement then, but it's represent the national holiday for the entire African continent and the different countries. May 25th. Every different country on African continent celebrate that day. And so that's always a good time to be in Africa and with good energy. We're overnighting at the MJ Grand in East Legon. The hotel is about 15 minutes from the airport. So our staff and crew will pick us up and just get us settled. And then, so yes, definitely looking forward to that. So that's a nice welcome day. All right, day 3, Monday, we're gonna do a full tour up to the mountains. So for those who have school supplies, we're gonna go to visit Trinity Home Academy or Foundation in Tutu. Uh, so any school supplies, any clothing or anything that you want to get rid of, as soon as we get there, that'll be the perfect time and to give you extra space in your baggage, especially if you want to do a lot of shopping, because I'm gonna be taking you to some incredible places where you can just shop, 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 and keep shopping. And also a financial donation, and Trinity Foundation is uh, the school slash orphanage we've been working with since 2007. That's my first time up there, and we just usually go there on all of our journeys. And when we go up to the mountains, and giving you a tour of you know that connection from the Accra region to the eastern region, yeah. And it's a great mountain view. And up in the mountains also we have Abri Wood Carving Village, a great place to shop. Uh, you also have the Abri Botanical Garden. So if you're into a beautiful nature walk, that's just perfect. We just end up just doing a nice walk around with a tour guide and explain all the flowers and the plants and the trees, and just get you a nice little connection to nature. We're gonna pass through the University of Ghana, and then settle back at the hotel MJ Grand, which is this nice neighborhood. You can once you enjoy your dinner, you can just enjoy the night scenery and this uh, beautiful energy in Ghana. And that's a neighborhood that we've been staying at since 2011. That's how much I love this place. All right, so let me continue on. All right, so family, if you can let me actually even stop here and open things up for questions. Um, Let me stop screen sharing for a second. That way I don't go too long. All right, so family, if everyone can organize themselves for questions, I want to just open things up. That way I don't talk too long, and I can always continue back because I want to talk more about the business conference.
Bomani.
Sure. Go ahead.
Hi, it's Loria Clark and Bruce Clark. We had a question about on your list. It says something about Air France. Um, is that one of the flights coming back?
I mean,
Are we Delta the whole
I'm
time?
trying to. It's all Delta Airlines. Is it showing you going to Paris or anything? But some of the flights for Delta is going to be Delta, Air France, and KLM.
Oh, okay. So we may have different flight paths.
Yes, explain your flight path to me so I'm clear because it doesn't matter what airlines it takes you there. The route should still be, from where you're from to Ghana.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I'll have to go back and look at that. But as far as Delta, the baggage is two check baggages and two carry-on baggages.
Yes, that's correct.
All right. And then it also says to bring plastic bags.
You can just bring some plastic bags, like except especially if you're just looking to wrap up your shoes and things like that. So it's just
Oh,
when you just a list of things when you're on the preparation list.
preparation. And then lastly, there's a section that says unlock your iPhone or Samsung Galaxy so we can set you up with a mobile SIM card and assist you with your own mobile network to give you wireless access.
Yes, so if you want to bring an unlock phone or a separate phone, you can bring it, and then you can always get a SIM card, especially if you're looking to stay in Ghana longer. So those are some of the things that you have options for if you want to use their network. Me personally, I just use my international service for my phone.
For your regular phone?
Yes.
Okay, but that's if we wanted to bring like a separate, like a burner phone or something.
Yes, you have that option. You can get a SIM card, and then you can just use the local service.
Gotcha. Okay.
I have a question. Can you elaborate on the plastic bag for shoes? What shoes are being wrapped?
Yeah, just like I have my flip-flops, and I just grab a plastic bag and toss them in there, and just anything that you need to just wrap up. So whether you use a plastic bag or you use a Ziploc bag, it's just a list based on what we have on the website of just convenient things and accessories.
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right, so family, I've started going through the beginning of the Ghana itinerary and just seeing if anyone have any questions, and then we just continue. I'm gonna be finished with the itinerary and then open things back up.
I have posted a question in the chat, but I don't know if anyone saw it or if people did and just didn't respond.
All
I,
right,
I
I'll read your comment in the chat.
okay.
All right, so Val wants to know if anyone is interested in sharing a taxi with her on Sunday, which is May 25th in Ghana to attend church service. So that's for anyone that's traveling with us to Ghana. Just let me know so we can work things out as we'll work on arranging a ride for her to get to our church service. So for those who are interested, just reach out, and then also when we do the direct when we do the separate the private group conference call for our tour, we can share that information also.
Okay, thank
All right, so family, the message is in the chat. All right, next person with a question.
Yes, I have a question about vegetarian. If you're a vegetarian, just let you know and before we go, and then. Okay, so you did ask that question already. You did present that question to us already, so we should have answered that because I don't remember. So,
Yeah, it was a reply. The date of
okay,
first name, last name. It's just a list of
right.
a few things, but basically
Okay,
that's what you have. You have gourmet, you have dinner buffet and then you just pick what you eat. And then when
okay.
it's time to order, if we have to order certain things, you just order what you like. So we try to just keep everything flexible based on the diets.
Okay, hello everyone. This is Hoopers. We was getting information on cameras and taking pictures. I understand that there's some areas where there's some cost involved. Could you give us a little more information on that?
Yeah, as far as the cost of camera, example, if you have a professional camcorder and you go to a site like the African Holocaust dungeons, or you go to a specific site, they may and you want to shoot something, someone may question you and say this is the charge that you have to have if you want to shoot something professional. But other than that, I just recommend everybody just bring their phone because this is just based on us going around to different countries, and I can't keep up with those costs. Those costs are usually more towards myself that they have because I'm the one that's always trying to record with my camcorder, and people tend to give me a hard time sometimes and say you're shooting with a professional camcorder. You need to pay $20 or $30. But there's no really cost for you to have your phone in use.
Yeah.
And so, but I don't really know any cost specifically for this trip, but I just usually have it on there in case you go to a site and they say, hey, if you want to take pictures here, it's $1 or so on.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Absolutely. So yes, family, like everybody is getting ready, and I'm just gonna go through this itinerary real quick, and then we'll open things back up, and then I'll close out with going through the Tanzania itinerary. All right, so we stopped at day three last, so let's continue on day four. Day four, Tuesday, May 27th. That's our cross city tour. So we'll wear the Africa for the Africans t-shirt. And right off the top of my head, I know I had a list of the t-shirts are preset already, but there should be some black t-shirts, or I don't know, but the colors are always going to be like red, black, green, and gold. I just um, don't really recall what I have yet, but then again, I haven't finalized t-shirt order, which I will by the end of the month. Yeah. And thanks to everybody for replying back with your all information, your diet and your t-shirt, because that's what we use to just get things organized. All right, so this is a very, very busy day. Well, all of them are like very busy days, especially in Accra. I wish I could just add another day to Accra, but we just have to work with the dates that we have. All right, so I would looking to get up, looking to leave around 8:30, and that's make our way through the city and enjoy all the historical parts of Accra, including Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park, the Culture Center, where you can do a whole lot of shopping, Independence Square, George Padmore Library, W.E.B. Du Bois Center, and in between, we'll work on some lunch to where it's not going to slow us down. And the goal is just to get back to the hotel as early as possible, especially between 4 to 5. And what we could do in this situation, since we have a business investment conference, uh, we can do early lunch or light lunch, and then that way by 6 o'clock we just have dinner ready at the hotel, and you enjoy your dinner, and then you go across the hall, and then you get to the business conference. So it's a repatriation and investment business conference. So you're going to be hearing from people born in the African diaspora and people born there in the African continent, sharing their experience of making their way on the continent. And also you hear from professionals that you need to work with to assist you in certain ventures, from people that work at the Lands Commission, business consultant. And also, we'll hear from the people that represent the African American Association of Ghana and the Caribbean Association of Ghana. So when we talk about citizenship and things like that, we're going to get into a lot of those conversations there at the business conference. And so it's a nice network and energy. And usually from there, we just meet at a local place for those who wanted to expand the networking. But right at the hotel, do some networking, and it's just a night of networking and social gathering. And it's an event that you don't have to participate in. It's an event if you want to do something else, you can chill or relax. But um, if you're open, it's a open event for all of us. And if nothing else, it's an educational information, just like the other parts of the tour. And we just sharing information and documenting information and then sharing it online. So that's one of our wonderful events, but definitely a long day. And then the next day, for those who just need a free day, you can use this as a free day, or you can come with us to prom prom. It's prom prom is always nice. We have a good friend Jerry Johnson who have the African ancestral wall in Ningo Prom Prom, and then we'll view some of the community part of Prom Prom. We usually have either a house tour or a neighborhood tour there, but the main thing is the 90 plus portraits of different ancestors around the world that contributed to the modern day or historical African liberation movement. So that's always a great presentation. And there also they have this incredible incredible lunch buffet. And lunch is on all of us. Lunch is not included for anyone. So it's an incredible buffet. And if you're with us, you don't have to think much about lunch because they have lunch prepared in a buffet order where you can just enjoy great food. And once we finish the impromptu, the goal is to get back to the hotel early. And then for those who want to join us for a nice, wonderful pool party, enjoy. You can play cards, dominoes, in the lounge area by the bar, or you can just enjoy some music or just get out in the pool. And then we'll set it to where we have dinner at the hotel, and we'll set it to where it's as flexible as possible because next day we're leaving the hotel, so that will be our final night in Accra. And then Thursday, May 29th, we're going to make our move to visit the Black Star Pan-African community. So I have the people there ready to just show us around the town. Um, they take you around community land, take it around the business office, and also we're going to just take this uh, nice little drive down to the beach. So all of that is just to show you this beautiful town that we're looking to be a part of the future growth of the town. And and it's a beautiful place, especially if we can just get it developed and grown right and make it into a nice, beautiful beach town. Uh, so that is our future vision and future getaway. All right, this drive is broken up. It'll take about 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours to get to Winneba area, which our town is in the town of Jahadzi, which is outside of Winneba. And once we leave from there, we're looking at about another 2 to 3 hours to get to Elmina at Coconut Grove. So we'll be able to just enjoy paradise there at Coconut Grove. And so that is going to be a great adventure right there, Coconut Grove. So you'll be able to the pool is nice, and then you're right there on the ocean, so you can enjoy the beach. That's the beauty of Coconut Grove right there. All right, so the next day is the is one of two tour days that we have in Elmina. So we're looking to go to, and it's a more laid back schedule. So this is the day when we dress up in all white, and it's a ancestral day to where we'll leave the hotel after after breakfast, and then once we leave, we're looking at about a 2 to 3 hour tour at the Cape Coast Holocaust Dungeon, so to get you back in time for lunch. So it's basically one of those short days because we're trying to get you to just enjoy yourself in paradise. So we don't want to keep you out all day. So for those who want to relax and enjoy, once we finish our program, you're definitely going to need some time to relax because after we take you through this experience, it's very traumatic, and I've seen all kind of reactions from people, and some of them I don't want to even repeat, and so I don't want to scare anyone. But yeah, it's one of the most controversial places that we have on any schedule in any country, and it has shown its reaction to people because it's the most traumatic stories you ever hear in the history of your life. It's just that painful, but it's also a presentation to educate us about the history of the African Holocaust, and it's like everything else, educational purpose for this empowerment, upbuilding, and this educational use to you know, refocus ourselves. So once we get back to the resort, you can enjoy the afternoon, and then we'll have gourmet dinner for everyone later on with naming ceremony, drumming and dancing, some cool, unique things. It'll be a beautiful Friday. We just have this, we take over the resort and just enjoy a nice, beautiful party right there on the beach. So we have a few people celebrating birthday parties. We're just gonna give them, show them nothing but love, and just enjoy it. So by the time you should be relaxed and be ready to just pump back up some energy. And next day, day 8, Saturday, May 31st, Akoma Academy. So this part of the itinerary, I just need to go back and adjust. So I work it out to where we can get the school supplies to the children, and then we'll make our way to the canopy walk, which what I would recommend for those who want some time off, don't come to the canopy walk. And if you want to come to the school, you can come to the school, and we're gonna make we're gonna end up going back to the resort for a drop off, and then for the soul soldiers who want to join us for the canopy walk can join us for the canopy walk in the afternoon. So it's one of those things we would leave out at 9 o'clock, and then we just get back at 12, and then the bus leave again at 1 o'clock. So those of us will take our lunch to go and then go to the canopy walk. And the canopy walk is very interesting and educational, and it's something I've taken a lot of videos on. Some people like heights, some people like heights, and they like climbing through the forest. And if that's you, then it's a perfect venture for you if you're athletic and things. But if you just want some time off, so it's another day where we get you back in the afternoon to where you have the time off. But we don't have any complete free days, so this is what I recommend in the middle part of the journey. And then unfortunately, the next day we are leaving Paradise and on the way to Kumasi. And Kumasi, the schedule is 2 days of tours, and and try to get us back as early as possible in the 3, 4 o'clock time in the afternoon, so you can just get back to the hotel and relax or do some more shopping. So Kumasi, before we get to Kumasi, we're gonna wear our red, black, and green colors combination for a second ancestral day, and that is at Sin Manso, the last bath. It's a popular presentation of the last bath of our ancestors, and it has the ancestral river park and the ancestral cemetery. So the very great presentation. So this is the other part of the African Holocaust, and we use these two presentations to explain the whole process and the history. And then from there, we're just gonna get ourselves settled in Kumasi at the Micklin, and then get everyone back enough time to just relax and just enjoy their night. And then we get up, and then we just knock out 2 incredible days of shopping, cultural villages, Ashanti Palace Museum, Culture Center, just an array of just the Ashanti Kingdom experience with great historical stories. And then both days we'll get back enough time where we just have a nice pool party and just be in the courtyard of the Micklin, where it's just very laid back, and just enjoy some good times, and then just work on closing out as that becomes our last tour day. And the next day we leave day 12, Wednesday, June 4th. We depart directly to Accra, and that's a 4 or 5 hour drive. I'll stop by in Osu, and we have our final dinner, and then I drop everyone off that wants to go back to America, and the rest of us we're gonna stay there in Ghana and hang out for a few days. So the bus will take everyone to the airport for that drop off, and then everyone else we're gonna go to the Micklin Hotel in Accra. So for those who want to stay longer and want me to put them on a list and work things out to where you can stay back for a few days, and then when you're staying back for a few days, your flight now would be the flight that leave directly from Accra directly to JFK. For those when I drop you off, your flights are all going to connect to Amsterdam, because that flight leave out at night, and the JFK direct flight leave out in the morning time. So if you want to change your flight to direct flight, which you can, and you want to stay an extra night, we can work that out for you. and we have reservations made at the Micklin Hotel in Accra. So we are staying at the MJ Grand when we first get there, but this is a hotel that's a few blocks away, and this is the one that we originally started staying at for many years. So they have done some refurbishment, but I tell them they're not gonna set me up again, and until they completely finish all refurbishment, I'm not putting a body of people in there outside of just a specific group of people, which is just after the journey, because it's much more laid back for that situation. But and then then those who stay at the hotel with me can always give me their feedback. They've built some new parts of it. It looks very nice, but not ready there yet to take a full group. So, and then for those of us that staying back, some of us are going to be enjoying some good social times, and it has a great social environment like balconies where we can socialize and network. So, all together, family, that is going to be 11 beautiful days of experience, and then we close out, get everybody back to their home state, and the journey of a lifetime comes to an end. So that is the full flow of the itinerary. Let me stop and open things up to see if anybody have any questions or anything that they want to talk
I'm
about as
just
far as that's scheduled for Ghana. Go ahead.
I'm just curious because you said that it's the schedule used to be fuller. What did you have to cut from Ghana itinerary this time?
Sometimes we stayed up to Ghana for 12 days. Now it's 10 days. So the basically those 2 days are like free days.
Okay.
Like example, we'll come back to Accra and then we have like 1 or 2 days we don't have much on the schedule. But
And
it
you
does
said we don't have a full free day, but on the day that we land on the Sunday, we just have dinner that night, correct?
yes, that's all we have that night.
Okay.
Yeah, so and that's why I usually just encourage anyone who want to stay longer can stay longer. Because you also at the same time too, you're also trying to keep the price flow of these things very adjusted because if you look on the network, people are asking for these journeys. It's just only going up and it's getting crazy. And I would not participate in the price of this thing going up. So I've been making adjustments to keep things as very moderate as we can. And but definitely recommend anyone who would like to stay a few extra days. Uh, my good buddy at the Micklin is gonna give us some good deals, so I can always work things out for you. Go ahead, Sherman. And then some of us need to Libby talk private, so please, whenever we in a whenever this week or so, we can always talk directly. Uh,
Right.
but go ahead, Sherman.
My question is for the business meeting and for repatriation, is that only for Ghana or is that for other countries such as Burkina Faso and other countries? Do they have information as well?
No, as far as business conference, we only talk about Ghana, and then the only other country I have a business conference is Liberia, but it's not something that I would talk too much about on these journeys, but because it's not a whole lot of people interested, but at the same time, too, the ones who are, you know, usually just encourage them to ask questions, especially with us and the guide. But the only thing I can talk about is Ghana. I really don't. You know, it's tricky things when you're talking about business and investment or and any of these things. Real estate, it's very tricky. So you're trying to give people the best information. So that's what that conference is for. But Ghana is a country that I'd love to see more people come and live, do business, and invest. So whatever good uh, advice that we can give, we always want to do it. And then I have lots of experts who've been living in the country for a long time.
And
Yeah,
one last question. The
sure.
reason I asked about Burkina is I did my African ancestry, and that is the country of origin on my dad's side, my paternal origin.
All right.
So, is it should we, if we have something like that, would it be wise to bring it to kind of see how, and talking to some of the people there, how that would be utilized for, for some good or our advantage as far as repatriation?
Yes, you can get with the groups that's doing projects there in Burkina Faso. That's probably the best recommendation. People like myself are just trying to stick with what our focus is. Burkina Faso is right there by Ghana, so it's an easy flight up from Accra to Ouagadougou. I forgot how to pronounce the capital name, but to the capital of Burkina Faso. So for those who wanted, like example, if you wanted to stay longer and then you wanted to catch a flight up there to check it out, and then we have plenty of people in Ghana, so they're neighboring countries, so you'll be able to get somebody to connect you with somebody there to assist you. And then the other thing is connecting to those groups of there's a few groups that's been organizing themselves to push a move for doing things in Burkina Faso, which I commend everyone. I commend folks because we need to tap into different countries and learn about different countries, and then don't limit ourselves.
Awesome. Thanks.
No, saying there's other people that have groups that goes there that you can always connect to. And I was just saying it's good to see other people going to different parts of the different other parts of the African continent so they can get a feel of the different countries. So I just try to stick with the countries that I deal with and try to just be focused. But yeah, it's a lot going on about Burkina Faso.
Bomani, I have a quick question.
Sure.
On our arrival to Ghana, with how would there be people at the airport to welcome us, like welcoming us back home to Ghana, that type of thing?
Um, Not always necessary. We just looking to do an airport pickup.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
I'll save all the drumming and all the wonderful things for once we're in Elmina.
Yeah, I was just curious because I've heard people say they've had people come to the airport and welcome in a traditional way. I was just curious.
Yes, that can happen. I don't have anything specifically set up. Have I done that in the past? Yes, but as far as now, sometimes they come there and then Ghana itself, they have the dancers and the energy there already.
Hmm.
So yeah, definitely know what you're talking about, but yeah, I don't want to like promise anyone that we're gonna do certain things. But it's just I'm gonna try to get
Okay, no problem.
get into the country and get y'all settled and get y'all ready for the big party, which is your welcome dinner. But
Yes,
that's not
indeed.
a bad idea. If I can
Uh,
pull something off, I'll definitely let you know.
okay, brother, no problem, no problem.
Bomani,
Hey, greetings.
and greetings. The tour guide and t-shirts are all included in our package.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, and we wear those on a certain day,
Yes, doing a city tour in Accra.
city tour in Accra, and then we wear red, black, and green on another day too, correct?
Yes, that's on our way from Elmina to Kumasi.
I mean, okay, all right.
Mr. Bomani.
Yes, greetings, Akubi.
Yes, the young man that asked before about Burkina Faso. I put some information in the chat. I don't know if you can see it or not. Do you see it?
I don't see anything in the message,
Okay, well,
but
anyway, I'll say it again. Okay. Yeah, you
is
said the
it,
correct pronunciation, Ouagadougou, that's correct. And the young man, he needs to get in touch with the organization named ADDI.org. This is the contact information for Burkina Faso.
Sherman, you see the information? Sherman, Akubi is giving you some information about Burkina Faso. All right.
Maybe he's gone.
Yeah, I think he's stepped out.
Yes, yes,
Oh, well.
there you go, Sherman. Unmute yourself. But I appreciate you, Akubi.
Mhm.
Now, I don't see it, but as soon as I do, I have something
Well, I
right.
just told you. I told you also you can write it down also. The
Okay,
organization,
Write it down, Sherman.
I wasn't
right? I'm
ready.
giving you facts.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The organization is called ADDI, ADDI.org. The information is there.
Perfect.
And it's headed by Dr. Arikana. Wow.
What's the last name?
Dr. Arikana Kwa. She's over it. But you go online for the information, you'll find it.
Okay, perfect.
It's a lot of information. I mean, I can go into detail, but it's a lot of stuff there. You see.
No. ADDI.org. That's all I need to know, correct?
Okay, go ahead.
All right, thank
Because
you.
yeah, because some things happening in the next few months. Anyway, that's it. You'll find out.
Well, excellent, Akuvia. What's happening in the next few months? You can share them. That's one thing that we need to do with is to
Well, people can
to
read,
share
they
more
go online. You have
information.
to it's about research. It's all online.
There you go, family, all online. So that is the website, family, for those who are interested in that venture, as you have different people making different moves around African continent, which I think is a beautiful thing. The more flexibility, the more option, the more all of those things. We should never limit ourselves. So, and I wish, everyone the best on those ventures, because we need to see some success in Africa so we can motivate the rest of the folks, because the rest of them are gonna say, well, if you guys didn't make it in Africa, I'm definitely not gonna make it. And you guys are the Afrocentric Pan-African guys at
That's
Africa.
right.
So we have to show that success. So see more people be successful. So,
Right.
yes, so Akuvia,
Yeah.
ready for another year traveling with us, man. I appreciate you and everybody else joining these journeys, and we have made an incredible impact. It's like when you look at the different groups over the years. I remember when we first started, it was only a few of us, but that momentum and whatever else momentum or the other momentum before us, it all have translated to where you have a world where more and more people are interested in making moves in Africa. I'm so shocked, man. I remember the days where there's like, here he comes about to go talk about Africa, and then start telling me, we don't want to have nothing to do with African things. You know what I mean? Because you're out there, you're trying to build your program, so you're out there having conversations with people, and sometimes you're just talking and you're just talking to the wall because people not even listening to you. But there's a whole lot has changed. So I got people that graduated high school with me that I ain't never heard from in like 30 years. And and they was like, yo, we hear that you're the Africa man, you're the man that take the people back to the motherland. I was like, yes. So it gets out there, man. We have to just keep believing in our dreams, and I believe that we can build a unique connection to Africa, and it could be just fruitful, and through the trials and the tribulations and the casualties of war, you know, we'll move forward stronger. But yeah, so right now is a great momentum, man. We're gonna be there in Ghana setting it off, man. So looking to shoot lots of videos and looking to hear back from a lot of people on their experience, and just looking for a most anticipated journey. Yeah, I wish I could stay up for like 10. I wish I could stay up for like 10 days in a row without getting any sleep, but that's not possible. But I'll find a way to get a few hours in. So looking forward to it, family, the 25th journey to Ghana. So family, anyone have any questions about Ghana before? Let's go through a flow of information for Tanzania, and then for, the next conference call, I'll be talking more about that journey since it's coming up after this one.
Yeah, just the last question on the list. I saw somewhere something about herbs and stuff. Can you go into that a little more verbally?
If you can be a little more specific, please, that would
I
help.
don't have it in front of me, but you said something about different herbs to take now before the trip or something.
All right, so let me get back to the website. So let me go to the website because all right, so here we are, Ghana, May 2025. All right, so family, you have two things. You have improving your immune system. That is just giving great ideas on how to improve your immune system. But then you have departure reminder list, which I'll click on. And this is a list also saving to go over. So family, once you click on departure reminder list, it's just literally just giving you things as far as just what to pack, what to bring, and it's going over the flow of information for the actual journey as far as meetup time, baggage details, and then we have some list of medicines and things that we talk about, which is at 17, mosquito spray for mosquito spray or citronella oil. That's one thing. So for those who just want to keep away from the energy of mosquitoes, you can use that. I'm trying to find a specific number that talks about medicine. And family, this is a list I also go to per verbatim, but please try to print this list out and look at these things that's listed. 26 talks about emergency items, flashlight, basic first aid kits, but it also talk about laxatives and Pepto-Bismol. And the reason I say Pepto-Bismol is because if you have any kind of stomach or diarrhea issue, that's one thing that would help. But I also have a few other ones on here. So the most important thing that I want everyone to focus on is just think about your health and wellness. You're going somewhere, so diarrhea, so Pepto-Bismol cover that. If you want to get some charcoal, and this is I'll modify it ahead of time also because I want to add a few more things. Charcoal, immune system tea, vitamin C. And then if anyone have any other recommendations of things also, they can just and basically just share that also. Let me see what else I have on here.
Pochai. I recommend pochai.
And you can tell us what that does also. Kind of.
It's for digestive issues in third world countries. Well, I took it with me when I went to Togo. So anything that you pick up, as soon as you feel something in your belly, you can take the pochai pills. It's an Asian remedy. It's natural supplement, but it's very good
All right,
because
there
I
you
know
go, family. So,
Pepto-Bismol.
oh, go ahead. About Pepto-Bismol.
I know Pepto-Bismol is good, but it can make the stool black and create other stuff down the road. So pochai is more natural than the Pepto-Bismol.
That's excellent. That's a great idea. So, and one of the note that we have is, do your research for something as healthier and efficient as possible. But this is a list that we can definitely talk about some more on the next call. That's what I have those that scheduled for. But definitely, I always recommend everyone just take a look at these lists because it has a lot of different things that would help you with your process of your preparation. So the medical part of it is just only one or two items, or the things dealing with health and wellness. All right, so family, let me switch over to Tanzania journey, and I'm just gonna go through the itinerary, and then we're just gonna close. So if anyone have any questions before I start, let me know while I load up the itinerary.
Are you gonna do one, or are you gonna do a separate call for the Ghana trip at some point between now and then?
Yes, I'm trying to get something for the end of the month,
Okay,
and for us to just go through everything per verbatim and get everyone to introduce themselves.
okay,
But
thanks. Hmm.
absolutely. But
Good
for the
enough.
most part, we use this energy since most of us are just on here looking to travel to Ghana. So family, that is the Ghana details, and now I'll move to the Tanzania tour information. So I'm just gonna go through the itinerary. All right, Tanzania, November 20th to December 1st. That is broken down into three parts of a journey. That's Arusha, Zanzibar Island, and Dar es Salaam, the mega city. So a little bit different from last journey we took, which is Kenya, which is Nairobi and Mombasa. But let me go through the breakdown. All right, so the flights here are on Delta and KLM. So Delta gets you to Amsterdam, and from Amsterdam you fly on KLM Airlines to Kilimanjaro Airport. And so once we're at Kilimanjaro Airport, we're doing a 1 hour ride to Arusha, and we're staying at Kibo Palace, which is a beautiful place. And that's the correct name, Kibo Palace. So that is a journey from flying into Kilimanjaro to driving to Arusha. This is the most movement that we have on any journey, but it takes you around all parts of Tanzania. More than likely, you won't see Kilimanjaro mountain. It's going to be dark, and then we're not coming back in that direction. We're going to be doing three tour days there in Arusha. Arusha is a small town, but it has a lot of history. So from the Maasai Arts and Culture Center, which we recommend you enjoy as much shopping as possible. And we have the Arusha Declaration and Natural Museum, which we'll just do back to back first, and then take a break, and then make your way to the Maasai Market so you can have a lot of time to enjoy your shopping. So we just set it off in Tanzania with you know, that introduction to the country itself. So the Decoration Museum deals with independence, and the Natural Museum deals with Tanzania as an incredible wildlife. Tanzania and Kenya, along with South Africa, just some of the more popular wildlife, but they're serious about this business. So good way to learn is that museum. All right, and overnight at Kibo Palace, and usually we have dinner at the hotel, or we find somewhere unique out to eat. So that's usually this. It just usually depends on group size, but we have a bigger group, so more than likely we'll just work it out at the hotel and make it this convenient. All right, day 4 Sunday, we're gonna be going to Ngorongoro National Park. Now this is different from our last itinerary. Instead of a 1 hour drive to Arusha National Park, which is not in Arusha, but outside of Arusha, this one is going to take about 2 hours, but it gives us the best chance to see the big five, elephant, lion, leopard, buffalo, rhinos. So that is going to be an incredible adventure. So it's always good going to a new park just to compare them. And so that's an all-day event. We leave at 8 o'clock in the morning, just come back in the afternoon, 3, 4 o'clock. When you get to these parks for a 1 day safari, it's about a good 3 hours of driving around. All right, the third tour day is day 5, Monday, November 24th. We're gonna have the Tanzanite experience where you can see the precious Tanzanite gem in an incredible museum presentation. And if you want to buy certain things, you can just make sure you bring your American Express or bring in your fancy cards and enjoy. I'm one of them people that don't shop, but I'll definitely cheer you on. And once we make our way around Arusha, we're gonna end up at the Cultural Heritage Center. So this will give us a chance to get to break for lunch, but also get us a chance to just see an incredible cultural place where I don't know who shipped these things. I mean, you've seen some of the biggest statues. You've seen some just a great cultural art. It's the best way I can explain it, and you have time to just process it, check it out, and just explore and walk, make your way around. But yeah, Arusha Cultural Heritage Center is this incredible place, and just if I had to just redecorate, a new home environment, that's where you'll use things from. Uh, so that's additional shopping. Some of the things may be on the pricier side, but at the same time too, it's kind of like a huge museum, but the things inside is for sale. All right, so we'll close out in Arusha, and we do have we usually try to add 1 or 2 schools on every itinerary, so that will be defined closer to the journey, as we just find the best logistic way to leave from the cultural center to either go back to the same school we went to last time or another school. But I always recommend everyone bring school supplies and donation. And in this situation, we do it in Arusha because we're going to be taking a domestic flight, and your check bags go down from 2 to 1 check bag. So the additional check bags are usually not bad. They're anywhere from usually from $20 to $30, depends on the airlines. And because it's in some of the countries, I usually have a domestic flight to get us from one location to the next. That way, it's not like in Ghana where we just talk about where we're driving around the country on 4 or 5 hour bus rides. Um, these schedules, you just fly from one location to the next. Tanzania, Kenya, they have great aviation, so we just go from one city to the next via flight. And the same thing if we're doing Ethiopia, but in West Africa, you're gonna get on the bus and you're gonna do them rides from one location to the next. So, but that's the incredible experience of Africa. All right, so we're gonna be checking out the hotel early in the morning on day 6, 6:45, and depart close to the 7. Airport is close by, And then we're gonna get on that Precision Air flight. It's relatively a 1 hour flight from 9:25 and arrive at 10:45. So, and then we're gonna be transferring from the southern part of the island, the southwest part of the island to the northwest part of the island. So you're looking at about over an hour and 15-minute drive. So again, you get a chance to see more of the country. And once we get to Kenmore Sunset, we'll just relax and start enjoying tropical paradise. And the beach is right there. Your villas will be right there on the beach, and some of the most incredible, beautiful beach scenery that I've ever seen. I just came back from Mombasa, and I like Mombasa, but there's you, they have nothing on Zanzibar Island as far as the beauty of the beach and just being able to just have a beautiful beach. And I think it's because the island of Zanzibar is further out in the Indian Ocean, and Mombasa is still an island that's like literally off the coast of mainland Kenya, and it's connected by a bridge versus Zanzibar Island where you have to fly into. So that's why I just love these experiences. But Zanzibar Island, just recommend anybody just relax and enjoy. You're on a beautiful resort. Then we have dinner right there at the restaurant there every night at 7 o'clock, which is very convenient. And then you can just have the ocean breeze and great environment. And it's something that love for more people to experience. All right, the next day in Zanzibar, we're going to be going to Stone Town. So we'll take an hour ride into Stone Town, learn about the African Holocaust or the Arab slave trade, and there's a whole lot of roots and culture and this history there in Stone Town, very new, unique place. And then we have an incredible restaurant that we just usually break for lunch where you can where they have this incredible seafood menu. Like this is like a real incredible seafood menu for the seafood lovers. And also, so the next day is gonna be a free day. That's day 8, Thursday, November 27th, and just recommend everyone come out and enjoy the beach activities. And then later on, we're gonna do this incredible sunset cruise where we just cruise along from Kenmore to Nungwi Beach, and you see all the beautiful resort and this the beautiful scenery. All right, day 9, we're gonna check out of Zanzibar, and this time we flew in by aircraft. So this time we're gonna leave by boat, and this is a nice fancy ferry boat. It's about you can about an hour. Leave at 12, looking at like about hour and a half round. So these times are never just like that, but it could be anywhere from 1 hour and 15 minutes to hour and 45 minutes, and that's the boat ride. And that takes us right across to Dar es Salaam from Zanzibar Island, the mega city. And so we have a nice Marriott hotel. We get settled there. The only journey that we have is just a one tour day, which is the next day. We'll do the Village Museum and the National Museum, and then the Arts and Frame Gallery, and then and in between break for lunch. And then the next day, we don't. Let me see what I have for the next day. So the next day, it's the final day. It's the flight don't leave until midnight. So we still have to check out by noon, but we can store our bags and we can just use that as a time to just enjoy our free time, and then we all make our way back and just enjoy dinner. And dinner that schedule for dinner will be adjusted, so it'll give you some additional time to just make your way around shopping and things like that, and or just relax. And then we just enjoy our final dinner and make our way back to the airport. And so we have connection in Amsterdam, and then that takes you back to the US. So that's Delta and KLM. So family, that's another schedule. So those are two unique and most incredible schedule, our Ghana and Tanzania schedule. So let me just open things up for final questions before we close. All right, family. Anybody have any questions? All right, well, appreciate everyone's time. Anyone have any questions and want to talk about anything, please just text me, call me, and reach out, and I'll communicate with you. But that's me going through as much of the information that we can go through. And last thing I wanted to share, which I always just recommend everyone just visit our website and just get access to this all information. And then you can click on the YouTube link and just visit our YouTube page so you can just see the flow of all of our videos. So on the playlist, you'll see all the recent videos, and I'll keep on adding more videos to the flow in the catalog or the playlist. That way you can see the highlights of our journey, and most of the highlights are just the educational information of tour guides presenting details and us just showing you our movements around the country. All right, so family, the line is still open as as I'm looking to close, but I just want to share our YouTube link and page. All right, so family, appreciate everybody coming on, and I know sometimes these things are long, but it's just a lot of information, and I always want to share as much as possible. But these are also details that we have per verbatim on our website, so definitely take your time, read through those things, and you can always call me or connect with me, text or email me if you have any questions in general. All right, so family, the journey of a lifetime continues. Thanks for joining the conference call, and I'll connect back with everyone. Good night, and all right, so family, journey of a lifetime continues. See you on the next conference call.